ช่วงนี้ไปติดตามข่าวภาคภาษาอังกฤษกับ NBT World BRIEF ค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Thank you for joining us for the morning edition of NBT World BRIEF right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Nat Nakavisut. We begin our story today with the flooding crisis in the southern region, where the Prime Minister yesterday visited a shelter in Hat Yai district to oversee relief efforts and support villagers displaced by the disaster. Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul, accompanied by key ministers, inspected the temporary shelter at Prince Songkhla University to assess the living conditions of evacuees. The facility has since the beginning of the crisis supported over 10,000 villagers from Hat Yai and surrounding areas, with nearly 9,000 people still unable to return home. During the visit, the Prime Minister personally responded to a plea from a resident wishing to return to their local community. He immediately coordinated a high-lift truck to ensure the resident was transported home safely. The shelter is currently operating around the clock with staff, students, and volunteers providing food, security, and medical care for vulnerable groups. The government's Emergency Flood Response Operations Center yesterday reported the official death toll from the flooding crisis in the southern region at 145 cases, with 110 fatalities reported from Songkhla province alone. Authorities say relief work will continue alongside efforts to restore access and support affected communities. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has established a coordination center for assisting foreign nationals stranded by southern floods, as well as managing incoming international relief. Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuangketkaew stated that the new center, officially called the Coordination Center for Assistance to Foreigners affected by the southern floods, will serve as a central hub for information and assistance for flood-affected tourists, many of whom remain sheltered in hotels. Officials report that while some travelers are still waiting to leave, the majority are safe. The center also coordinates aid from the international community, as Thailand has received offers of medical assistance and disaster supplies from several countries, including the United States, China, Japan, as well as the ASEAN, and other humanitarian organizations. The foreign minister said that Thailand is ready to accept the assistance where needed. Affected foreign nationals can call the number 02-643-5264 or send an email to flood2025@mfa.go.th to request assistance. Additionally, Thai citizens affected by flooding in neighboring countries are urged to contact the nearest Thai embassy or use the Thai consular application and emergency hotline, with officials providing support around the clock. The Bank of Thailand is evaluating the severe economic disruption caused by the southern floods while coordinating immediate financial relief for victims. Bank of Thailand Senior Director of Macroeconomic Department, Prani Suttasi, revealed that the bank is conducting an impact assessment for key economic zones affected by the disaster, specifically Songkhla and Nakhon Si Thammarat. The central bank has acknowledged that the flooding has halted trade, manufacturing, and agriculture, while the tourism sector is also facing a steep decline as daily arrivals from Malaysia have since dropped significantly from the daily average of 10,000 visitors. In response, the Bank of Thailand has ordered financial institutions to activate disaster relief protocols. Lenders are relaxing criteria for non-performing debt classification in order to offer immediate assistance to borrowers. Despite the crisis in the south, the overall national economy expanded in October, driven by exports and government stimulus. However, the central bank lists the floods and incoming U.S. tax policies as critical risk factors for the remainder of the year. And that wraps up our morning edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีครับ